Hello everyone and welcome to a new playthrough. From this moment onwards I'm gonna play Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. And yes guys, I know that Hellblade may not be the best title to play on Easter, but frankly I don't care and neither should you, so let's just do that. And for, I don't know, sensitivity's sakes, I'm gonna refer to this game as Senua's Sacrifice. And I guess this is Senua. I know next to nothing about this game except that it's made by Ninja Theory. I guess those are the same guys that made the last Devil May Cry game. So there you go. We have a nice ongoing theme there, from Devil May Cry to Hellblade. And I already broke my promise, so kudos for that. Like this video if you like me breaking my promises. Please don't like the video because of that. Do it nonetheless though, but anyway, good intro. Yeah, we're gonna get there. So yeah, I know next to nothing about this game. I guess it's influenced by Celtic stuff if you look at, you know, the ruins in the background and the girl, I guess that's Senua. It's apparently about a girl who has been plagued by, or is being plagued by, some kind of mental disorder. And it's supposed to be really awesome and really intense. So I don't know if this sounds okay, so if this sounds not okay, if you don't really get everything, I hear voices in the background here. If you guys don't hear that, you know, let me know in the chat. I'm currently live. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I stream regularly on Sundays, so go check that out. There's a link in the description, so just click on it, visit my channel, subscribe, make a profile, I guess, first, and then subscribe, and then join me on my streams, and we can chat and have fun. If you're watching this on YouTube, nonetheless, let me know, and I'll change it for future videos. Let me actually go into the game instead of, you know, sitting around here in OBS. There we go. It does look really real though, beautiful though. And look at this. I don't know what it is that just flows around here and all these ruins in the background. It just looks beautiful. Now, before I started, I actually had a bit of trouble because the game, all this, it's in English right here, but it showed up in my native language, which is Dutch. I guess that's no secret at all. And somehow that really irks me every time I look at a game and it's just in Dutch. It just irks me. I don't know. I like my games being in English. I prefer doing things in English. If it's a game, I want it to be English, not my native language. If I'm watching a series, I don't need subtitles. No, just English is fine. If I'm reading a book, I also prefer English over my native language, Dutch. But I just started up and it was in Dutch, which I guess is geen verrassing, want we zijn in Nederland, maar I still wanted to change it, and it doesn't give you any option right here. We have audio, we have all that jazz, and I'm gonna leave the subtitles on mainly because I prefer the more in game than, for example, in series or something, because, you know, if you miss a line somewhere in a series, it's no issue. But if you miss a line in a game, I don't know, because of some background noise, either in game or in real life, or if they have like a accent or something, you know, I just don't want to miss it. But there's actually no way to change the language in game, so I had to look up how to change it through I don't know, changing some files. But we got there, so let's just jump right in and see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Like I mentioned, it's a game about a girl with a mental disorder, psychosis. People with psychosis and experts worked on it, so kind of interesting to see how that all plays out.
Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
They're watching.
There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue you. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
Do you see it too?
You promised you gave you.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Turn back. Go back. Go back. Go it's back. Not safe.
It's them. They're here.
Can you see them? I can see you.
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
I can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Right, I'm gonna stop it just for a wee bit, and I guess I should turn the sound up a wee bit for everyone listening. If you listen to this without headphones and with the volume down, I suggest just going back, put in some headphones, preferably like these, not the small ones, and turn the volume way up, because that was chilling to the bone, to the very, very bone. Wow. And so are these visuals, by the way. The game actually recommends you playing this game with headphones on, and I guess I know now why. Or we know why. Because them voices... Stereo, baby, stereo. She actually refuses to look at you. Which is... interesting. Huh. Maybe you are just in the end another voice for her in her head?
Focus. Look closer. Look. Use your eyes. Why isn't she looking closer? She needs to look closer. Focus.
Wait, how do we focus? Interact, run, focus. Alright.
Do not forget my stories, Senua, because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Well, that was cheery. That was very, very cheery. Can I? Oh wow.
Yearns for life. Hungers. Lack of water and blood. But she's not stopping.
Apparently we're not stopping. Oh wow, but this is really freaky.
Not this time.
Good, good, yay.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see him?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you?
Wait, is that skull moving, breathing?
I hear you.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're calling
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Coming. Her dear beloved, DeLuit.
Okay, so this girl does have some serious issues.
Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
Wow,
He's already dead.
spoilers.
His soul is in Helheim. His soul still lives. She needs to save his soul. She wants his soul to be at peace. She needs to lay him to rest. He's already dead. She can see
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
Alright, so we need to find a hidden path up onto the bridge to go into Helheim? Into literal hell? Well, sounds like a good time. But the game does look really beautiful. That's a thing. Well, here we go.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Right. Well, that's good to know, I guess.
That's the way.
Man, those voices. That is something quite indeed.
So brave. Get down.
What's she waiting for?
Stop. Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. Don't listen. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. Never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you? It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar. An old fool. Druth is my truth. Huh?
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
You have to take
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's
Needs to
eye.
focus now.
Find one like it to open the gate.
So I guess I need to find a rune similar to the one on the door in order to advance. And thank you, Voices, for the helpful commentary. The scary thing is that, well, there we go, there it is.
Its name. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe. It worked.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
So the scary thing here is
Voice joins us.
oh, the interruptions. My nemesis.
Go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Right, so can I talk now without getting interrupted? Yes? Maybe? No? So, I put up a video some time ago, well, a few days ago, where I talked about stuff that happened to me, and you know that I have a neurodevelopmental disorder. And the scary thing here is I do recognize just a wee bit about what Senua is going through. Well, what's happening to her in her mind right now. Obviously, I'm not psychotic, but
I guess it's the same.
I do feel some kinship.
You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
So I don't think I did that. I think that's just the game showing you how death works in this game.
You can't fall. If you fall, you will die. She's too weak. She's gonna be just another body.
This is actually, yeah, it's really, oh, intense, scary. I don't know the word for
The
it.
dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Now, my Norse mythology isn't as good as it used to be, but wasn't Hela, or at least the daughter of Loki that's ruled over the dead, not one of the less malevolent children of his? I may be mistaken, of course, but that's what I remember, at least. Let me just see real quick if I can make the graphics. This is all very high. Oh.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that walks over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here. You took him from me. I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Oh,
Take him down! Take him down now!
alright, so we have fast attack, we have heavy attack, we have block, and we have dodge. So, if they block, you can guard break those guys. Oh! And these guys are shadowy. Oh. Can I? Oh, oh, that's nice. That's a guard break, I guess. These guys are shadowy. I don't know how to interact with them.
Anticipate the move. Behind you!
Oh, dear.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Okay, so I guess that's just a scripted loss right there. Well, that's a thing. Given the symbolism, I don't hate that.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what DeLuit taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
He's not real.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Zurt, and the god of illusion, Valravn. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Well, that's quite a task.
To Dillian.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she?
First of all, go into the
She has
land
to
of the
fight
dead
two gods first.
Two gods.
Two gates.
as a living being. But no, first you gotta kill two gods, because,
She's
well,
going to die. Which one?
Valravn, ancestor of the seers. haunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
That's really intense, man. That is just so intense. But also really, really beautiful. But I have absolutely no idea how to defeat a god, if it's even a god and not just a byproduct of. Let's just say Senua's fragile grip of reality.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
So it appears those, I don't know, these markings are basically just background information, which is a nice touch, by the way. About Hela, the half-orphan goddess. She was the daughter of Loki, and I forgot the name of the giantess that was her mother. But being called half-orphan is actually an accurate description. For on one side she was a fair maiden, on the other half she was like one of the dead. So I guess half-orphan is an apt description of how she would look. Mind you, not the most optimistic view, but apt nonetheless.
What's that? It's a door. No, it's a hitch. No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it down. Something will happen. Come on. You idiot. Come on. Push it. She did it.
Just a moment, people. Ja, maar voor het nog maar. Ja, nee. Oké, goed plezier. Right, sorry about that. I got interrupted for a bit. But hey, we're back and we did it. We pushed down the bridge and approaching something that appears to be like a totem or something. I don't really know what it is. It looks freaky. Scarecrow thingy, human skills. Very nice. really know what this is supposed to be, except that it looks kinda dark. Really, really dark.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Alright, so there is that thing with a raven now on top. So maybe we should check it out again. Look at those visual effects on the edge of the screen. It's just, I don't know. Just an indication that you are actively trying to do something surreal or something. Wow. Yeah, we can see it.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Alright, that was indeed quite surreal.
Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged.
This is actually quite a detailed skull. And quite a detailed totem at that. It's beautiful in an unnerving kind of way. In a real unnerving kind of way. I can't interact with... Oh, I can interact with the doll. Notice how indeed her hand is besmudged or something?
Pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it.
Oh, there's another
See you
door.
too.
I don't really want to know what that is. I think we should first check out over here. Oh god, that is gross. Oh dear lord. Oh dear, I'm not really sure what all that is. That... Oh, gross. Well, I guess the land of the dead is a... I don't know, not a place where you want to go on vacation, I guess. Well, time to battle it out. Oof.
You can do it. You're close. Finish him.
Yeah, we did finish him. Is there oh, there's another. No! Alright, so this is a fairly slow-paced combat. And it's luckily quite intuitive.
Finish this. End it now.
So basically just dodge the first swing and then... Oh, we got guard broken. And how many of these guys are there? Ooh. You can actually combo. And that can't be blocked. Alright, thank you, voices. There we go, can we? No, didn't combo. Oh, but we did interrupt his swing.
It's nearly over.
Alright, so she just automatically draws a sword and stows it away once the fighting is over, and...
Stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Interesting, the place is much lighter now. Huh. So I guess to a certain extent, defeating these, I guess, warriors, I should say, phantoms, is kind of a metaphor for the things she's dealing with herself, and the place brightening up is a metaphor for, you know, her mental state of being, the darkness being, losing control of her own mind, and, you know, the light is her being in control. Alright, so...
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth. Look how much it's changed. It's all different now.
Why is this lighting up? Can I interact with it? Oh, that's clever. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, that's smart.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
That is smart. So I guess we gotta go up there and look from above. Now we should have the right angle. There we go. There we go indeed.
Something's happened. Something's shifted. Can you feel it?
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world.
also there are more of those ravens, they're called, hanging about. So I guess we gotta do something with those very soon. Is that like another portal? Maybe.
Another gate. Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. Don't open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't open it. You can do it. Don't touch it. Stay back. Come on.
Alright, so if we go past the gate here. No, nothing. Huh. Maybe we first gotta approach the door and see what we have to find. That may be a smart thing to do.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
There we go. That should activate. There we go.
Can't you see?
So no way up there, and if we look, no way up there. Oh, that is
If you hear the sound
clever.
of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Wait. Where are we going? Oh.
Challenge me.
Oh wait. Is that a god already? No. He's just floating there. Oh there. He's slightly scary.
He's gone. He disappeared. Where did he go?
Wait, what?
Where is he? It's not your fault.
Yes, pointing us through to the gate there, I know, but... Oh, this is freaking me out. Big time. And those shadows, it looks almost like those trees have eyes. And that's slightly scary. They're on the wall also. Oh man. They really outdid themselves with making these games, the developers. Oh. Let me guess, we walk behind a tree here and he just disappears? Yeah.
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gaunt. Some, like Truth, become Gaunt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
I don't know whether this is a shortcut or something else. Because it doesn't really look like we need it. a shortcut, right? Can't interact with this. Can I interact here? Climb up there? No, I can't. Or maybe coming back here shows us something different this time? Yes, yes it does. But nothing. Oh, the camera does clip through it nicely, but we can't do anything new here? Oh well, it's fine. It's fun, I guess. And another door. Just be careful for your toes, alright? I don't want you to hurt your toes. Alright, so this basically is where we started. Oh, very good. Ooh, look at that. Now it's complete.
She can get up now. She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. She can
There we
get
go.
up. Must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven. Tricking her. Raven. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of man was formed from his corpse. The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of man was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
There we go. So those little tidbits of information, of background lore, mythology I should say, they're just like the collectibles of this game. There we go. But if that was the god, Raven, guiding us throughout his little puzzle, that's quite odd, wouldn't we say? I mean, why would he do that? We are here to defeat him. Why would he help us? Or was it a trap or a trick?
And we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
So the door looks like the way to continue, so I'm just gonna explore a bit and see what we can find. I just hope I do the right thing there. Alright, this is a pretty dark place. With all them bones and everything, and the weird... Oh dear Lord.
End it now. This is nearly the end. Don't let them surround you.
Oh, multiple.
He's down. Finish him. Finish him.
Oof. Well, those guys aren't really all that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, dear Lord. I never even noticed there was a new one. And there we did it. Alright, so... And look at this. This place is much more vibrantly colored right now. I really feel that all these fights are just metaphors. I don't know if that's the right word, but you guys know what I mean. And I feel that it's really well done.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
It's interesting to note that as you find these bits of a lore, the runes change from reddish orange to yellowish white. And I don't know if they actually get colored in order, like a specific rune dedicated to a specific spot. But you can actually see how much there are to find in this area, I guess. So there are 2 more to find. And there's a dead body. Well, we can continue that way. I still don't know. There was this door. It looked like we were gonna go around it like this. It's quite interesting. Or this is just some sidetracking, and you can just go back at some point, or need to go back at some point. Alright, I don't know if you can climb up, so I'm just gonna check over at the door and see what happens if we open it. I don't know. We don't have like a actual save option here, right? No, we don't. Well, since we... Yeah, we can just go back and forth. Alright. I really like how the world just changes depending on your progression.
She can't get in.
Alright, so we just... Alright, there is a sea on the other side. Alright, so we just were on the actual right track. That seems fine, seems fine.
Find a way, Senua. Go round. Find your own path. There's a different way.
Man, and those voices just... I know. This time they're urging you on. At times they're... kinda divided. Like one group actually encouraging you, and you know, some others just telling you to basically just give up, lie down. You're just not making any difference here. That's actually a fairly deep fall. Alright, that sentence makes no sense whatsoever. But no, we can't climb back. So this is just a one-way drop.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Do notice how, at times, this running gets a little blurry. Like right now, I really don't know what that means. Just yet. Guess we're gonna find out. Alright, so that may just be the door that we were just at. So I guess at this point the game just... or the route just loops back and we suddenly find ourselves on a different path or something, because, well, Call of Illusions makes sense.
The soul. Belraven's soul. It's over here. It's over here. He's there. It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Which one? Listen, focus, listen. It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which forest? The forest in the wilds. The wilds. She left DeLuit. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry DeLuit. But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread.
Alright, that's just really, really chilling.
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too.
She nearly died.
And
She thought the
really
place would be
sad
tainted.
as well.
Ruth helped her.
This is a real tearjerker right here, right now. I mean, it's bad enough that you have a mind like that kinda just betrays you, kinda, well, maybe that's not the right word, that tries to slip away from your control, tries to show you things, tries to tell you things that just aren't true, and that a mind that makes you confused and scared and have difficulties to understand the world around you, and then being afraid of losing those that actually help you, that make the noise maybe not go away but helps do it and make it easy to cope with. And you're just afraid that instead of all that bleakness just being suppressed, you're afraid that it passes on to those around you. That's a tearjerker right there. I don't really know what is different. Oh, there we go. I really don't know what that did so far. Alright, so opening. But yeah, I guess I kind of understand that about her at least. If you lose the one that gives you a bit of calm, the one that soothes you, yeah, I guess that is a loss that you really dearly want to overcome, a loss that you would I don't know what's in here. Ooh, lore. A loss that you would, you know, dang it, how do you say that? Oh, they actually have like the rune on them, so this is indeed the second to last of this bit. I was gonna say, if you lose the one that makes the noise in your head just quiet down, the one that suits your weird mind. Let's just say it like that. And we actually missed one, I guess, somewhere on the road. That's a shame. Yeah, I guess you would really go to hell and back, you know, just to find them again.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the world tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So he gouged out his own eye as offering to Mimir. He drank from the well and traded one way of seeing for another.
And I believe he placed his eye in the well itself. Or something like that. Alright, so did we miss something? Oh, we did miss something. I guess. Because Senua just walked right up there. What happens if you look again? Oh. Wait. Oh, right, I get it. I'm stupid. There's a door right there. We first need to open the door, then go back, restore the wall, and then we can go through the door and walk on the wall. Which is really quite clever. There we go, there's a door. There we are. I'll just go back. I mean, if there was a observer who wasn't, I don't know, psychotic, having some neurological disorder, just watching all this, I mean, what would that person be thinking? You know, seeing a young girl just opening doors and climbing ladders and running around arches like the one over there. Or this one for that matter. Alright, so something's gonna be different. I guess. Or is it here? It's not here. Is anything different? Ah, there are less of those thingies.
The ravens. They've gone. No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
Some are still there.
But where? Some are still there.
No, ravens.
If we live again, they're just back.
Out in the wilds, in cold winter woods,
Where have they gone?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Good luck, girlie. You can't kill something that is a part of you. Best thing is, you can suppress it, but that's pretty much about it. Right? I mean, what's part of you is part of you. Alright, so guess it's time to do something similar over here. Ooh, look at that bridge. Don't think we can cross over there. can't climb up there. So let's just go here. And be slightly confused about what happens next. As much as I find it difficult, because I'm getting more used to just talking out loud while playing these games, because, well, I try to be a nice and proper streamer, but I try to be as quiet as I can. Because of those noises, because of the sounds and the thoughts and the voices and whatnot. People just sit back, look and listen. It's raising the hairs on my arms and the back of my neck. It's too familiar.
The ravens. They've all gone. No. There's still three. There's three. There's three. Where have they gone? They've gone. She did it. What does it mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought, grow in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Broke. The gate is open. Open.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill them. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find DeLuit before her time comes?
I do have the feeling that we are missing something here, but I'm not sure how or what or why. Maybe because there's some open space just right there. Kind of makes me think there should be something. But I guess not. I guess we should just continue through the gate now. And I guess losing out on these tidbits of lore isn't just that big of a deal. And I like completing the game, I like having everything, finding everything, or at least as much as possible. Failing that, because we did already miss one of them. I guess I should call them lore stones? I could call them lore stones. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Well, so be it. If we miss one, then we miss one. Alright, so this wasn't the door that we... We're just standing on the other side of. It's that door. And now either... I have the feeling that we're either gonna face some more of those Shadow Warriors, or we are entering a boss fight. Because Ravenman was just sitting over there, and now he's gone. Alright, so there are the ravens. There's the gates.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
Alright, so this is the final puzzle of this bit of the game. Let's see what's different. Nothing. Maybe we just looked the wrong way. No. There should be something
Speak to me, Druth.
different.
Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan.
Nothing.
The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish I could have seen my home before these dark times.
I'm not sure what this did actually. Because now we just leapt around, right? Interesting. Should we go up there? Is there a way up? No, there's not. Right, so we just literally leapt around. Alright. Kinda lost here. So here we saw no immediate difference with anything else. There really wasn't a way forward from here. Oh! It's that branch right over there that just disappears. So I guess that should stay there. So I'm missing something. Over there. Well, let's just run back and see if I know. Maybe I just missed something. I can't focus on standing on this tree thingy. I can't go past there. That feels like we missed something from here on out. Because we made this wooden log appear, climb down here, lower the bridge. We can't go right there. Can't go up here. So one would assume that we had to loop around here and do something new here. I'm really not sure what. That doesn't do anything. That is nothing. Is there any... Hahaha, clever. New branch, alright. Very smart, very smart. Let's get up here. Oh, the creaking. No. Alright, Senua, just one step at a time. Just make sure that you... Yeah, that's it, girl. That's it. Alright, sis, you did it. You go, girl.
The gate is open.
Oh dear, look behind her. That's
It's
just...
coming back for me. I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus. Focus.
I see you. I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Alright. Oof. Whoa. Wow, this boss fight is way more intense. Oh, no, no, no.
She's going to die. Watch out.
Apparently we did just die. This is one hell of a boss fight. Nope.
Stop them. You can breathe.
Oof.
Get up quick.
Can I just get up quick? I can't. Oh dear. This guy is something else.
Where's he going? Get out of the way.
Oh. Oof. Wait, where did he go?
Don't let them get behind you. Keep them in sight.
Wait, there's more than one?
Finish this. He's finished. Behind you.
Oh no. Oh, we just missed? Oh. And that guy's back. Oof. Oof. Ah, Crowman is really annoying. Oh, did we just interrupt one of his attacks? Oof. Oh dear. I don't know how many stages there are to this fight, but it's fairly intense, especially with those voices in the background. Like, oh dear, that was not a good move.
There are too many of them. Find
You're the only one here, right? Oh dear. Oh, 3 of them, that's not nice. Oof. Well, in the end, I guess you're still one girl fighting against 3 phantom monsters, so... Can I switch focus? I cannot.
Take him down. They're overwhelming. They're surrounding her. She's going to lose.
No, she's not.
Defend yourself. Finish this. End it now.
Oh dear. Why is she shadowy? No, that's not good.
Focus now. You can do this. Focus. Focus. Surprise.
Oh, we're getting somewhere. Oof. This is just intense. And I can't focus anymore. For some reason, can I?
Focus is coming back.
Oh, there's limits to... Oh, you can focus 3 times in rapid succession. Before everything.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
The Mark of Valravan. One of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it?
Oh,
In those
wow.
dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Alright, bright colors, that's a good sign. I guess. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break here, people. At least that's for the guys on the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is the end of the video. But there will be a new video up very soon because I will continue recording. First impressions of this game. It's haunting. You get a short disclaimer before you start, you know, as soon as you boot up the game, that says it just warns you of, you know, whatever you're gonna encounter, that it can be scary or leave a deep impression. And the thing that scares me the most, to be quite honest, is how familiar certain aspects are. But yeah, the way it's set up, the atmosphere, the sounds, the music, the voices, it is beautiful though. Really is. So I do recommend it. You know, if you really want a story driven, or at least a intense sort of action game, which this is, I should call this an action game. You know, you're spot on here. It's really intense, it really sucks you in, and it keeps your attention and it drives you forward. There's a certain momentum to this. So I truly recommend it. Also, if you're more interested to know in, you know, what goes on in the head of, you know, people with people that are. So yeah, and then that's not meant in a damn threatening kind of way. No, this is just me being me. Self-deprecation, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna take a short break here for the stream. I will end the video here for the YouTubers among us. If you like this video, of course, just leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, because it does let me know that I should continue making these videos. It doesn't help me out. I mean, really, I'm not making any money out of this. I'm just doing this for myself and for people who enjoy watching my videos. So there's that. So, either see you in the next video, or, for those with me on the stream, I'll see you in a few minutes.